Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Man, I feel like I've been screaming it from the rooftops for about 4, maybe 5 seasons now. Get my pencil sharpener out of the way. Josh Allen stinks. Whew. My Lord, my Lord. Somebody get a trash bag. Take that trash to the curb. Oh, he's not the only one on the hot seat in Buffalo. Everybody that played for the Bills think they the greatest, huh? Time for y'all to eat some humble pie in the form of a 5-5 record. Hey, number 14. You out there looking trash too. You got your brother tweeting, 14, need to get up out of there. No, bro, he need to catch the damn ball. Well, I saw those drops last night. Like, he just out there being perfect. Whole team messed up. Just see Stephon Diggs just shaking his head at his own team. Josh Allen so frustrated, he can't figure out why I'm on the cover of Madden. Why are these throws not working? Nobody can catch, and you're throwing it into triple coverage. Start there. When you see 3 other jerseys, just do that real quick. Maybe, there's 1-on-1. Maybe he has a better chance than the triple coverage. I love it, though. I love it because there's people that really believes that Josh Allen is elite. Let me ask you this question. How many big games has he actually won? I can't think of any. Can you, Franklin? Oh, just don't ask you nothing unless it's college hoops, huh? All right. You lazy bum. Producers? Anybody? Trash. That's what I'm getting around the room. Josh Allen, a big trash. It is official. Sick of hearing anything else about it. Sick of it. Don't want to hear it. No more. He could be your favorite player. I got favorite players that's trash. We just need to differentiate the GOAT, the elite, the legend argument. Just say, this is my favorite player. He stinks. We stink. I stink. He's my favorite player. He's my guy. I'm cool with that. Oh, Jay Bellamy was my favorite player at one point. All the kid did was tackle people on punts. That's a kid. The boy was exciting. Josh Allen. Just disgusting. But again, like I said, I didn't mean to talk about this the whole intro to the show. I will talk more about this, believe it or not. Definitely want to talk some NFL playoff picture, which includes another Bills, Josh Allen, McDermott, Diggs rant, I'm sure. Also, want to talk about the Broncos' run game. Dominated the game last night. I know they only won by a walk-off field goal, but hell. Both of these teams turned the ball over about 17 times each. Uh, Broncos get out of there with a win, which at the end of the day is all that matters. NBA slate tonight. Gonna preview it. Gonna talk about it. Gonna break it down. If you're not betting Pacers overs, you're not paying attention. Does that trend continue tonight? 240.5 against the Sixers. I can see the Sixers trying to slow it down. Slow it down. Also, I repeat, 5 college basketball bets for this Super Tuesday, and another number of games I want to preview and get to, including Michigan State and Duke, Kansas and Kentucky. Boy, oh boy, college hoops is back, and this is what it's all about. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dives, going live on the 14th of November. Beautiful, cold, dark, gloomy day early in November. 2 things real quick about me. It had nothing to do with sports. Got all my Thanksgiving grocery shopping done this past weekend. I didn't plan on it. I was in the grocery store. I saw 2 old ladies bumping elbows trying to look through the turkeys, and I was like, Looked at the phone. I said, it is about 10 days to Thanksgiving. About 8 days now. This was Friday, so I guess it was more like 11, 12 days to Thanksgiving. I said, I better go ahead and get my Thanksgiving stuff ready. I don't want to be last minute doing it next week with all the losers. So I just got a house full of goodies, turkey in the freezer. No reason for me telling you any of this. Got on the computer this morning. Program that I go live off of looks completely different. That's why during the intro I was even checking if I'm still going live on the right page. Look at that. Cut myself cooking this weekend. Making them hash browns. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. Let's talk some NFL, man. I wanna cuss the Bills and Josh Allen out a little more. Also want to have a first look at the playoffs. I wish. I mean, it's only a dream world. Shit was updated. For some reason, they have the playoff picture, and I believe it's accurate. But they're still saying last week's games. Like, for instance, the Chiefs are on a bye, but they're not. They play the Eagles. Ravens play the Browns, but they don't. They just beat the Browns. Browns just beat them. Caught you slipping. Didn't I? I wish they had that updated. But I believe the rest of this is updated. Technology only goes as far as the people running it. That's where AI comes in. Take the people out of the equation. Less control is more control. Or is it no control? Do we just have no control at that point? It's a tough one, huh? A doozy, as they say. A lot of these positions in the playoffs will come down to division games towards the end of the season. For instance, go to my division real quick. The NFC South got the Saints at 5-5. Bucks are 4-5. Already beat the Saints. Falcons 4-6. Got 2 games against them still. And then the lonely Panthers at 1-8. Right now, Buccaneers and Falcons out of the playoffs. However, 1 or 2 games, they can catch up with the Saints pretty easily, if you ask me. But before we get into really all of these positions and playoffs and stuff that we're looking at, I want to talk about the teams not Drop my pen. Talk about the teams not in the playoffs. Excuse me. Drop my pen again. Not in the playoffs as of now. Teams like the Bengals, who losing to the Texans last week. Texans stole their spot in the playoffs, the last spot in the AFC. The Bills, 5-5. You know who else is 5-5? The Raiders and the Colts. Both teams of which I give a better chance of making the playoffs than the Bills. And I know people are like, what? No, this guy's crazy. No, you're crazy for thinking the Bills have any chance to dance in anything. Even if, I was thinking about this last night while Troy Aikman, drunk ass, was basically begging for the Bills to make the playoffs. Not really, but he was narratively speaking about Bills and the playoffs. I was thinking, even if they end up 10-7, which is 5-2 down this last stretch, I don't think that's possible. I'd be surprised if the Bills get 9-10 wins this season. Hell, I've been surprised every season they have gotten 9 or 10 wins or more. But even if this team does go to the playoffs, I mean, you got a quarterback who can't throw in the snow, a receiver who can't catch, and a coach who don't know what the hell to do. Because all of his glory is on Josh Allen just slinging that thing. And it appears Josh Allen never was good. Look at the statistics. Don't look at me. I know. Highlights. They make players look great. When in actuality, that player had 177 yards, 2 interceptions. But did you see that one throw? We are cursed with it, especially in the social media age. You see a clip on Twitter. I'm guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. Where a player looks fantastic in a sequence of plays or in a play. Very little do we look into that game any deeper. But I've started to realize, you see a highlight on Twitter, you go look at the damn game, that team losing by 30. Who give a damn about the highlight? It's about winning. Social media and gambling has messed up sports in a way that I think is irreversible. I think I got into this space about 40 years too late, and I think I was born about the same amount of time, 40 years too late. Hate technology. Give me a newspaper. Let me make the trip to Vegas to put some bets down. Too convenient. All these punks want to do it. I'm just ranting today, baby. We 13 minutes in. This is Captain by a hook in the AFC. The Chiefs are the 1 seed, 7-2. Ravens. Heartbreaking loss to the Browns. They are 7-3. I believe the Ravens and the Bengals play on Thursday night. Could be completely wrong. Haven't looked at anything NFL or college football yet. Usually do that Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. I'm not one of those big, let's get on the early line Monday type of guy. Of course, I was week 1 and 2, 3, but hey, the Jaguars, somehow, some way, the Jaguars hold on to this 3rd seed at 6-3, also at 6-3, and the final team that leads their division is the Dolphins at 6-3. And then don't look now. I can't tell you how much heat I got for being all over the Steelers in preseason. I said, don't look now. I can't tell you how much heat I got for taking all of the futures that I did on the Steelers. 6-3, baby, are the Steelers through 10 weeks. Love it, man. For them to make the playoffs, that's a wild card. I forgot the number I gave it out at or bet it at, but I think I got that thing at like 4-1. I got like 5 bets on the Steelers for the future. I need to go look at my bet slip, update myself on my futures betting. Behind them, the Browns. Bengals, only team not in this division in the playoffs. And that's because the Texans, who are in that 7th seed, upset them. So you got the Texans, the Browns, the Steelers, the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the Ravens, and the Chiefs. Man, whew, I wish we didn't have 17 games. Wish we only had 16. Let's get to the damn playoffs, man. Give a damn about an extra regular season game. It's only going to be 1 or 2 games that matter week 17 any damn way. I'm ready to see some playoff football. On the NFC side, Eagles, no surprise there, 8-1, only team in the league with less than 2 losses. The Lions, 7-2 in second place. The 49ers, 6-3, bounced back after losing 3 in a row. The New Orleans Saints, who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Anybody? They 5-5. Yikes! New Orleans Saints. I can't believe they even thinking about playoffs. But that goes to show you how trash the Falcons and Buccaneers are. Seahawks in the 5th spot at 6-3. Cowboys 6-3. Vikings 6-4. Round out the NFC playoffs. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sheesh. Saints Seahawks. Flashback to beast mode, huh? If we get that wild card matchup. Of course, that's if things stay how they are. Lord knows things are going to move around. I want to talk about 2, maybe 3 teams down here that have no hope of making the playoffs that I think actually make the playoffs. One of them is the Raiders. That defense is serious. Serious, man. Of course, you got the Broncos. What? The Broncos. The team that won 3-4 games in a row. The team that in the last month beat the Chiefs and the Bills. Look for Sean Payton and this Broncos team to rely on this running game heavy. And I think down the stretch of this season, they're going to be maybe, arguably, a good team. I can see the Broncos finishing 8-9. I mean, hell, that's only 4-4 the rest of the season. So let's say they go 5-3 these last 8. End up 9-8. Ooh-wee! I'd love to see the Broncos in a wild card game. Just because of Sean Payton, I guess. Anyway, I'm talking way too much about the NFL. I don't even give a damn about the NFL. After last night, obviously, even fans of the NFL don't know about the NFL. Sick of hearing Josh Allen's damn name in the elite conversation. Big trash, Buffalo Bills. Let me call everybody out once again. McDermott, trash. Josh Allen, the biggest lunk of trash I've ever seen. Stephon Diggs, I mean, lordy. You ain't done nothing in your career besides a damn Minnesota Miracle that was more of a missed tackle than you doing any damn thing special. Trash ass. Acting like he the damn good. I'm sick of the Bills, man. Sick of the Bills fans, Bills Mafia. Go back to being trash. Y'all been trash your whole damn life. You ain't never won nothing. Especially not Josh Allen. They ain't never won a damn thing. Talking about he the damn GOAT. Just get to the Super Bowl. How about that? Let's win a playoff game. How about that? How about we win on Monday night at home against the Broncos? Trash ass Bills. NBA. If you're clicking on the tabs, oh boy, you just got 19 seconds of some ranting. And I'm not changing it either. Let's move on to the NBA slate that is a beautiful one tonight. The Heat already moving up. There were 3.5 this morning, 4.5 at the moment, taking on Charlotte on the road. How do you not like the Heat here? I liked it a lot more at 3.5. I tell you that. Pacers, overs. If you ain't betting them, you ain't paying attention. I hate to say it. I'm scared to bet them tonight. I have yet to bet a Pacers over because every time I look, I'm like, this going to be the night, man. And then they, 140, 130, game clears the over. 240.5 against a Sixers team. That's going to feed Embiid. This game's going to be slow down, banging, all in my trunk. I don't know, man. It's going to be the greatest trend in the history of NBA basketball that I don't make $1 off of. Pacers overs, automatic. Still not betting it. Hawks taking on the Pistons. Pistons plus 4.5 at home. Think they lost 20 in a row, maybe even 100 in a row. Pistons need to get right, can't get right. Oklahoma City, the Thunder, -9, taking on the Spurs at home in Oklahoma. The Magic, plus 3.5 on the road, taking on the Brooklyn Nets, who will be without Cam Thomas for a few weeks. Sucks to be a Cam Thomas fan. Not really. He'll be back in a week or two, balling out per usual. That's per usual for the older crowd. Brooklyn Nets, -3.5 at home. How could you not? Mavericks, -4, taking on the limp-along Pelicans. I don't know, Zion going to play, not going to play. CJ, just get healthy, big dog. That's more important than basketball, bro. What you dealing with. Herb Jones still out, I believe. Pelicans. They need to shake something up here. They need to go get a Yahtzee board, throw the 5 dice in the cup, shake something up down in New Orleans. Feel like it ain't working. We've been holding on to this core for 3-4 seasons. I guess we can give it this season. I don't know. Just don't feel like it's working. We need to get off some of these big name players. Try to get back some picks, some youth. The Trailblazers +6 taking on the Jazz in Utah. Clippers, Nuggets. How do you not bet the Nuggets -5 against a Clippers team who is literally probably going to have a homicide in their locker room any day? With how much I don't even know. And I'm joking 100%. I don't think anybody's going to kill anybody. But boy, if I had to play with James Harden, I'd be thinking about it. Okay. Nuggets -5. Timberwolves +2. Anthony Edwards, y'all say he Jordan. Let's see what the hell he do tonight. If he holds on to that animosity or if he thinks he already won from dropping 30 a few nights ago. Timberwolves taking on the Warriors. Timberwolves slight dogs on the road. Then to wrap up the night, boy oh boy, you got a snoozer. The Lakers taking on the Grizzlies. Lakers -5 and the hook at home. The total set at 223.5 on that one. Don't have any bets. Heat -4.5 would be one. Pacers over 240 would be another, and Mavericks -4 would be one, and then the Nuggets -5 would probably be the last one. And if I was betting the NBA, Timberwolves money line. Timberwolves money line, Nuggets by 5, Mavericks by 4. Pacers over and Heat by 4.5. I just don't bet the NBA. But those would be my picks. Those would be my bets. Take those with a grain of salt. I don't know. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm transparent as can be. College hoops is here. If you think I'm even thinking about the NBA, boy, oh boy, do you have another thing coming. I peek on it. what's going on in the NBA? All right. Let me get out of here and get the hell on up out of here. Get the hell on up out of here. See how these collegiate boys is doing. College hoops, baby. When college hoops is on, I don't give a damn about life, bro. Like, it's a sad obsession. Fanatic. I'm a fan of all sports. Love watching the Saints on Sunday. That's about it. NFL, though, I can give a damn about a big matchup Sunday afternoon. I can go take a nap or something, bro. NBA, yeah, they just give me the playoffs, bro. I could give a damn about the first 82 games. I do love me some baseball. But college hoops, boy, that's where it's at. 5 bets for you. I'll give those out in a second. First, I want to go through some of these games and just talk about them. You got Tennessee as a 30-point favorite. I don't think Tennessee can beat anybody by 30. However, they're playing Wofford. Total set at 142 and a hook. Andy Katz. Y'all should know Andy Katz. He's got Tennessee as his number 1 team. I can't believe I forgot that. I got my power rankings to give out today. All right. I'm going to finish previewing power rankings, then the bets. Sorry, I messed up on that one. This is the second week in a row I forgot about my power rankings. Spent an hour doing them. Forget the day I'm talking about them on the show. Josh Allen got me hot. All right, so we got Tennessee minus 30 in the hook. That's a crazy game to look at and think about. Where we at? Where are we at? Florida Atlantic. Somehow they're the 10th best team in the nation. I think they should be more like 30th best team in the nation. I mean, you don't rank Florida Atlantic at the beginning of the season. It's just ignorant. And Lord knows they ain't gonna be ranked in December. Number 10? 24, I get it. Just put a name by the school, give them some notoriety, give them some little extra money, a few extra fans. But come on. And then they favored by 26 in the hook. The hell out of my face with that one. Another spread that's way too damn big. Connecticut, UConn, minus 43.5 tonight, taking on Mississippi Valley State. Connecticut, minus 43.5. This is actually one of the bets I do like, is the over here at 146. Oh, boy. Do I wish this was 142. Even 143, I'd jump on it. 146 is just a stretch out of my reach. Gonna stay away from that one for sure. You got Virginia coming in at 31.5 point favorites. I mean, these are some big numbers. How about West Virginia? The Mountaineers struggling 0-2 in their first 2 games. Boy, because that program looks like it misses. Huggy Bear also missing their star transfer point guard for the first 9 games. Going to have to deal with 7 more games without him. That is going to be huge when they get him back. But is it too early to panic for the West Virginia Mountaineers? Or is this what we expected? Them to be trash? I didn't. This might be the best roster on paper West Virginia's ever had. It's just, man, Huggy left a hole in that program. The way he left, he just left a hole in it. No other way to say it. It's sad stuff, man, but it happens. It happened to Chris Beard last year. Still don't know what the hell went on in his incident, so I'm not going to speak on it. And then Bob Huggins over the offseason. Let a man be a man. West Virginia minus 8.5, taking on Jacksonville State tonight. I'd be surprised if they win it. I'm not betting it, just trying to keep an eye on West Virginia. I guess they're one of my favorite teams, and I never knew it. Always rooted for them. Always like betting on them. Always love Huggy Bear. Florida minus 30 in the hook tonight, taking on Florida A&M. A few other big name games. Michigan State. My Michigan State taking on Duke. Spread is 3.5 here. These games are always tough. I can't call it, bro. Both of these teams, I can see winning by 20. I think it's going to be a close game. 3.5 is just a little too tight still with free throws and stuff. I could see somebody winning by 4 or 5. And I don't know, man. Michigan State, I think they're going to have to wake up. And this is the type of game that wakes you up. You lose the first game to James Madison. That still, I don't think, wakes them up too much. Because that's like, you know how you be like, man, we could have took the trash out. I just didn't. It's like, all right, now you come play Duke. It's like, okay, we got to take the trash out. Or people think we can't take the trash out. Tonight's going to be a huge game for the Spartans. I can't wait to watch it. Blue Devils will be a little extra motivated coming off of the loss to Arizona. I mean, this is Elite Eight Final Four matchup right here, baby. Michigan State taking on the Dukies. Damn, man. I just bet this at plus 106 is plus 112. Give that out in a secondito. Alabama, minus 20 in the hook. I love it. Taking on South Alabama. Just, I just can't do it. I actually love it, though. Alabama, minus 20 in the hook. I think they win this one by 25 plus. I can see them winning by 18, though, and being mad. My number has this right around 22. So it's not big enough for me to just think I'm pouncing on something. There's a few more good ones down here towards the bottom. Colorado State. Want to talk about them real quick. Told y'all yesterday they've been my favorite team to bet on thus far. I feel like they've covered both games without a sweat. Those numbers have been 7.5, 8.5. Now they're 11.5 point favorites on the road, taking on Northern Colorado. A little too big for me to take it. I am going to watch it, though. If they win by 30, I'm going to kick myself in the behind. But Colorado State minus 11.5. Definitely going to be something I have my eye on. Not my money on. Okay. Kansas. This is the one everybody wants to talk about. Kansas taking on Kentucky. Them Kentucky boys. Plus 6.5. Started at 4.5, went to 5.5. Now it's at 6.5. I like Kansas at 4 and 5. At 6.5, I think we're starting to get to the Kentucky territory. I could definitely see this game being 72-78. The 6 covers. I could see it being 71-78. And they lose by a hook. That hook is a mother, as we say here on the show. Total set at 145.5. It's like I feel like it's enticing people to bet the over because it's still in the 140s. However, as I just said, I can see it being in the 70s. 76, 70, you don't get this over. It'll be a close one for sure. Kansas taking on Kentucky. Can't wait to watch it. Can't call it. I honestly might be watching another game, though. There's a good-ass game that's going to be on. That's going to be a damn bar fight. This is going to be like, I don't know, 2 big names playing each other. Marquette in Illinois, that's going to be like 2 bullies met in the alley, and they got a score to settle. So I'll be watching that. Iowa taking on Creighton. This is going to be a true beauty of scoring. Over set at 161.5. How could you not? I'm not, but how could you not? I'm not, but how could you not? Iowa plus 11.5. I honestly don't think Creighton beats this team by double digits. I think it's an 88-85 game, which would get you to over at 161.5. I'm just going to stay away completely. I think Creighton is going to come into this game more defensive-minded. They're going to let Iowa shoot themselves out of the gym, and Creighton is going to get hot at some point. I just don't know if they win it by 12, but I can see them winning by 9 to 10, and it being a 80-70 game, which does not cover the 161. Baylor minus 26.5. I'm good. USC minus 12.5. Another game I am good on, but I do like it. USC's been an absolute powerhouse. I got them barely making my power rankings, going all over the damn place. I usually don't talk NFL at all on Tuesdays, but felt like I had to. This is every Tuesday I do it. college basketball, baby. Power rankings, the top 25, the top 10. This is my top 10, according to me. Still early in the season. Like I said last week, probably take till about middle of December, probably like a week before Christmas. I really know, like, okay, this is the 10 best teams in the country going into conference play. Still learn, still adjust through January, February, all the way up to March to the tournament. But my power rankings more on how deep will you get in the bracket in the tournament and how good are you ATS over the season. Give a damn about none of that pretty stuff. This Kansas team I got at number one is probably be their last week at number one. Well, tonight will have a lot to do with it. If they beat Kentucky by 20, they'll still be my number one team. But I have other teams that I think are actually better than Kansas. Just hard to knock them out of the number one spot for no reason, especially this early in the year. Just let them have it. Just let them have it. They might be the best team in the country. So number one, we're going to go Kansas. Number two, this is a huge jump. Sorry, trying to find my last week's one. All over the damn place. I got the article I can pull up. But at number one is Kansas. I think they stay number one at least for now. And then number two, Arizona, baby. They beat Duke on the road. Might not mean nothing to you, but boy, does it mean a lot to me. Arizona just showed me, like, we can go anywhere, we play anybody. We're going to come home with a win. I can see Arizona, man, I don't want to jinx them, hate to jinx them. I can see them 1976, baby. That's all I say. True fans will know what I mean. True fans would know what I mean. I had Arizona at 9 last week. I did jump them up huge to number 2. But I figured, hey, I had Duke at number 2 last week. They took them down. Arizona, baby, number 2. And I also thought if Arizona played Purdue, Arizona would win. So I put them at 2 over Purdue. I think I got Purdue at 4, actually. I'm sorry. I'm all over the damn place. I think I wrote this list and then revised it a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Y'all got to wait. Wait with me. Why ain't you ever ready? StareDownSports.com, baby. Shout out to them for sponsoring the show. I guess I gotta flip my page over since I didn't even remember that. Oh, anyway. Kansas at 1, Arizona at 2. At number 3, baby, we're gonna go Big East basketball. Creighton. They take on Iowa tonight. Huge test game. Huge game to show me what they're working with. Creighton, baby. I got them as the 3rd best team in the school. I think they roll against Iowa again. 11.5, a little too big. I do think they win comfortably. However, Iowa just not going to quit. Iowa's not going to be down 15 and just lay down. They're going to get that thing to 6. At number 4, give me the Boilermakers. No reason to drop them too low. I think they'll sit around 7 and 9 most of the season on my list. Again, still early as hell. After Purdue, we're going to go with a set of Big East teams. I haven't moved these from last week. Marquette at 5 and UConn at 6. They haven't really showed me anything to move them up or down. I mean, Marquette plays Illinois tonight. They might move up to number 4, maybe even number 3, depending on how Creighton plays against Iowa. It is a Big East, a Big Ten week of basketball. If you don't know, and now you know. Started off last night with Michigan St. John's. Big Ten 1-0 in the Gavitt games. One of the best tests you can have as a Big East school is to play Big Ten schools and vice versa. These two conferences mirror each other in toughness and talent. So we got Marquette, UConn at 5 and 6. At 7, give me them Tucky boys. We'll see how they do tonight against Kansas. I don't know. I like Kentucky a lot this year. I usually don't like Kentucky. I usually think they're overrated. They've shown that they have been overrated. But for some reason, I'm looking at these kids that John Calipari got this year. These 5-star recruits deserve every bit of those 5 stars that they've gotten. It's been years in the past where I didn't think they were worth 3 stars. BJ Boston, huh? Why'd you have to? Why you had to call him out, bro? But it's been like probably 10 players the last 4 years that were 5-star recruits that I thought, who did they pay to get that rating? But Tucky, man, at number 7, I think they actually have some studs on their roster this year. Let's go Texas at number 8. Nothing to move them off yet. Nothing to move them up yet. Just going to keep them at number 8. Like this Texas team, I think they have a chance to rival Kansas for that Big 12 championship. Memphis, man, after playing Mizzou, had to move them up to the 9 line, get them off of that 10 line last week. They were tied with USC. They got their own spot in the standings this week. Power Rankings, number 9 is going to be Memphis, and then number 10, give me USC. I think USC has some of the best guard play and is one of the deepest teams in the country. I know it's a little wonky, this list, but still early, and it makes sense to me. Kansas at 1, Arizona 2, Creighton 3, Purdue 4, Marquette 5, UConn at 6, Kentucky at 7, Texas at 8, Memphis at 9, and USC at 10, baby. Now let's get to what you all came here for. If you use the timestamps, you can get right to where you want to get to without waiting. So you probably haven't been waiting for it. We're 41 minutes into the show, 42 minutes into the show, and this is what you all been waiting for. If you watch it live, thank you. I appreciate it. Hell, I entertain. I spit facts, as the kids say. Give you some betting insights into the world. But I know, college basketball bets, that's all you really want. I've had a few people tell me, man, you could just do a 5-minute video giving out your college basketball bets and get the hell on out of here. You don't understand what I'm trying to do here then, do you, boy? Trying to build a show. Grow this into a syndicated sports talk show. Going 2 to 4 hours a day. Shout out. Anyway, let's give out today's college basketball bets. I'm excited about these. Excited about the full slate of games that I don't have bets on, but I'm also excited about my bets today. The first one I'm going to give you is Wisconsin. They take on Providence. I don't think Providence is going to be able to compete in games like this for another season or two, especially with the transfer portal. It's not like Ed Cooley left behind a team that's ready to just step in and win. Most of the players that he had transferred are graduating. Now you got a whole new coach, whole new system in a small Rhode Island school in Providence. And I just don't think they're going to... It took Ed Cooley. Look how long it took him to build that program up. Give me Wisconsin on the money line tonight. I feel like they're just giving out money with this one. And I could be the boo-boo, the fool, and be wrong. But Wisconsin, a minus 120 on the money line. I got a minus 122. Give me Wisconsin, man. I think they win this easily. It is Wisconsin, so it'll probably be a 6-point game. But that's an easy win for them Wisconsin boys. Next game that I like, we're going to go back to the well here. Bet them as a doggy dog last week. Love them today as favorites. Chattanooga. We're going to go Chattanooga minus 6.5. They're taking on Bellarmine. Oh, Bellarmine, a respectable program. I believe it's a D2 school, but they schedule heavy D1 games early in the season. I think they're trying to make the transition into D1. I could be wrong about this. They could be D1, just very bottom of the barrel. But we've seen the last few seasons, them just playing big dogs early in the year. However, this season, it doesn't feel like Bellarmine has the same bite as a dog as they've had in previous seasons. They've been getting blown out and beat bad a lot. I think Chattanooga wins this game by double digits, minus 6.5. I love it. Give me Chattanooga minus 6.5, taking on Bellarmine. 2 more bets, and then I'll give the floor to my man, Franklin Earl. Syracuse, baby. The Orangemen, they're taking on Colgate tonight. I know. Colgate beat Syracuse like a dog last 2 seasons. I know. Colgate shot the lights out against Syracuse the last 2 seasons. Who gives a damn? That was against the zone, bro. That's what you're supposed to do against the zone. You're supposed to shoot the damn lights out. And if you can shoot the lights out, you're going to win. That's what Colgate did. They came in against Syracuse. They were comfortable against the zone. They understood the assignment. They shot the lights out. Well, now you're taking on a Syracuse team that I think is more talented than in years past. They're playing man defense. It's mano a mano. I think Syracuse has the better athletes. I think Syracuse has the dogs. Give me Syracuse to win this game by 10 or more. -5.5 on the orange. I know. They're 2-0, 0-2 with ATS. I took them at 13.5, and I took them at 14.5. Both of those games, they won by like 12. So I think they win this one by 12 as well, which covers the 5.5 beautifully. Looks like money's coming in on Colgate. Bunch of people betting on the past. I think the Syracuse team is talented. They play great defense. Definitely going to be an over team moving forward. 157.5. Too big for me to take tonight. But give me the orange -5 and the hook taking on Colgate. This last game I'm going to give out, I'm going to be honest with you. It almost didn't make the list. It was like, yeah. All right. You talked me into it. Give me Oregon State. Slight favorites. I believe they're at home. This could be a neutral site game. Oregon State -2.5 taking on Appalachian State. Give me Oregon State, man. Pac-12 last season. I think the Pac-12 teams are playing for something. The total set at 133 and a hook. Low scoring game planned to be on the schedule. Hopefully Oregon State can open this up late, win it by at least more than 3. Give me Oregon State -2.5. That's my most least confident bet of the day, which means it's going to bang. Knock on wood. Now, for the last bet of the day in college hoops, we are going to pass it on to my man, Franklin Earl Beardwinaton. He gives out the best bets of the day. So I need somebody, anybody, hit me with the horns. Hot and spicy. Franklin Earl Beardwinaton with the best bet of the day. I mentioned this game earlier. 15-round bout between two heavyweights. You got Marquette. You got Illinois. They're clashing, baby. Shaka Smart, Brad Underwood, two coaches who made their names at lower schools by toughness and defense. And they worked their way up. And now they got these programs, Marquette and Illinois, and they're both ranked. And they're both got talent on offense. And they still about toughness and defense. Ho, ho. Give me Marquette on the money line, baby. Plus, let me see what it is. Plus 112. I got it at plus 106 if you give a damn. Give me Marquette on the money line. I don't think Illinois has the offense to play with this team. I think Marquette is one of the most better the hell is the word? Conditioned teams. I think their offense will travel. I think their offense will translate. I think Illinois will have to exert too much energy on defense trying to keep up with Marquette. eventually the jumpers will start falling flat because those legs will be gone. Marquette's going to put pressure on them all game. Illinois is going to respond with pressure. I think Marquette is the better team at the moment, both offensively and defensively. And I love Brad Underwood. I love the Illinois program. I just think Marquette takes this game tonight. And I don't think it's, I guess it's going to be close. I could literally see Marquette winning this by 20. It's best bet of the day for a reason. I love Marquette in this spot. The fact that they're even plus money at all is bananas to me. Bananas to me. The number 4 team versus the number 23 team. There's rankings for a reason. I get it. They're going to be in Illinois. Brad Underwood and his boys going to be turned up. The Orange Crush. Give me Marquette just walking away with a win here. On the money line, plus 112. Marquette money line is the best bet of the day. Man, it's been a great show for me. Probably a horrible show for y'all. Y'all like, man, can this old man get off my damn... Can he stop ranting, raving, and roasting people? Just give me some college basketball bets, baby. Wisconsin on the money line. Chattanooga minus 6.5. The Orangemen minus 5.5. Oregon State minus 2.5. Best bet of the day is Marquette on the money line. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the love and thank you for the support. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on the 14th of November. This is a morning show. Please take all wagers at your own risk, and please gamble responsibly. Ran a little long today, but hey, Dobbs.